At a time when we face growing disinformation targeting the Hindu communities across America from the very same people who stifle voices of freedom and promote anti-Semitism, it is important to have a grassroots Hindu advocacy group that educates our members of Congress and our thought leaders. HinduACTion is nonpartisan and not related to any other organization based in or outside of the U.S. Our work is to engage American thought leadership, complement the efforts of several other Hindu organizations, as well as initiate grassroots actions for decisive outcomes. Our growing team consists of people who have been key drivers of a few major milestones in the Hindu identity space. Our effort is to transition from an immigrant identity space to a fully integrated American identity space, and is long overdue for American Hindus. Accelerating this transition is the most pressing challenge our community faces. A swift shift towards an American Hindu identity space ensures that future generations will engage more proudly in faith-based and community initiatives. In less than a year, HinduACTion has built a formidable track record in filling up the gaps in the Hindu advocacy space, both strategic and operational, in a manner that complements the efforts of other advocacy organizations, which have been already working in this space for many years. This was only made possible because of our team, which consists of dedicated thought leaders who have been engaged with the community at a grassroots level and other advocacy groups for decades. Our team initiated and drove the historic 1971 Genocide Recognition Project, which led to the introduction of the bipartisan House Resolution 1430 in October 2022. Our team worked with more than 30 national organizations to bring this first pro-Hindu resolution to Capitol Hill in 8 years. Due to the upcoming elections in Bangladesh, scheduled for January, we anticipate powerful opposition to the reintroduction of this resolution from lobbies linked to Jamaat-e-Islami, which was responsible for violent and deadly protests in Bangladesh on October 28th, the Muslim Brotherhood, and organizations fronting for them like CARE, ICNA, and ISNA. Our concerns were further confirmed when Congressman Rich McCormick, despite being pro-Hindu, refused to introduce the resolution in September, despite leading us on for 5 months. Our Lost Daughters of Sin team members have worked on creating awareness and actionable outcomes to highlight the plight of the brutalized religious minorities of Pakistan for over a decade. After campaigns by groups like ours, Prime Minister Rishi Sunak led the United Kingdom in sanctioning a seminary, the Barchundi Sharif, and its owner, Mian Mittu. Hopefully, our voices can one day ensure that every dollar of the billions that are given as aid to Pakistan is made conditional upon the safety of its religious minorities. Anjali Swami, our chapter lead in Arizona, spoke at the City Council in Tempe, and Renu Gupta spoke at the town of Westchester, Ohio, about minority women in Pakistan. My goal is to create grassroots awareness. The average American can become the voice of these girls, and that will have a much bigger impact, she explained. HinduACTion has a separate research department which seeks out evidence-based documentation of anti-Hindu hate that we share with lawmakers, policymakers, and law enforcement. We also share documentations with other advocacy groups. We are working to facilitate a nationwide campaign to create awareness and alliances against rising anti-Hindu bigotry and encourage the introduction of Hindu phobia resolutions. The resolutions would aim to cover campaigns like caste resolutions, Islamist and Khalistani hate cults, and targeted misinformation and disinformation against Hindus in any other form. In Ohio, we are working to promote Senate Bill SCR 06, which was introduced by State Senator Niraj Antani. Our teams are arranging city and county level readouts across the country to create a bottoms-up approach to this effort. Support us. The American Hindu community has the least per capita expenditure on advocacy when compared to Muslims, Jews, and Christians. The concept of tyag and sewa have served us well over the past 20 years, but will only take us so far in countering real and present threats to us and our children. Be part of the action. Support HinduACTion. Thank you.